Hello, I'm Danielle Mercurio, intuitive astrologist, here to provide the mid-September forecast, and there is a lot going on. I have been gearing up for September, I feel like, for the last 6-8 months, if you will, because September is such a high charge, filled with acceleration, fast moving motion. And that's it. We're in it right now. You're already starting to experience it. The month is moving quickly because it is paralleling this energy of things moving forward. And so it's creating a very exciting time, at sometimes an exhausting one, and in other points just kind of a, hey, things are great and I'm just going to continue to move along with them. We have the sun positioned in Virgo, which is giving us that back to the grind, back to the books, back to the routine, back to the gym, back to life as we knew it before summer had started. And so we're feeling ready, though. We're ready to get into that routine, that organization of life as we know it, but also implementing some new things and ideas and concepts as well. And so the big thing that we're having is the new moon on September 13th. But this is different than our typical new moon because it's syncing up with a partial solar eclipse. So a solar eclipse is when the moon decides to pass in between the sun and the earth, and does it in such a way that it blocks the sun's light. Typically the sun illuminates the moon. That's how we're able to see the moon up in the sky, because of how it is reflected by the sun. But in this case, the moon is moving in such a way that it blocks out the sun. And so the new moon is this kind of dark orb. It doesn't light up on its own. And so as it passes in between the earth and the sun, it encloses over the sun. And in this case, it's called a partial solar eclipse because you can only see it in certain parts of the world. So you can find a station online to broadcast it if you're in an area where you're not able to see it. And so what does that mean astrologically? Well, it starts officially, the solar eclipse begins, the transit starts on the 13th at 12:40 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so the moon's going to start to move and glide over the sun and start covering it more and more and more. And they'll be officially together at 2:52 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So at that point, we will have the sun positioned in the sign of Virgo. The new moon will now be synced in the sign of Virgo. So we have a ton of Virgo jam-packed energy, and it officially happens at 2:52 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we really want to work with this energy. I want you to do your new moon ritual about 12 hours after this, or within the 12-hour realm. So between 2:30 a.m. Eastern Time into 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's what I would ideally like you to do your ritual, because this is a very fragile energy and you want to really encapsulate what is happening. So what does it mean? So as I mentioned, the eclipses, they bring in fast growth, quick movement. They change things fast because things are happening at a rate that is not typical, that is not normal. It's not normal for the moon to surface over the sun. And so it's giving us a new edge, a new power, and it's accelerating things forward. The fact that it's happening with the moon and the sun in Virgo. Our planet Jupiter is now also in Virgo. Jupiter is the planet of luck and expansion. The sun and moon control our everyday, sun at night or sun at day, moon at night. And so this is a big part of our world right now. So this call for the need to serve, the need to be there for others in a bigger way, but at the same time be provided for as a part of it, to be prosperous. So this is a very exciting energy in the sense of attracting new opportunities where you can step up in an even greater way and also make money from it. But the problem is sometimes Virgos have a doubt or a misbelief that they are allowed to make money, that they are allowed to actually be worth what it is that they are doing, that they're not an imposter or a con artist, right? So we want to nudge away from the feeling of, yes, I'm here to do the work, but who am I to be paid for it? And turn that into, yes, I'm here to do the work, and I am provided for in turn. And so we want to create that shift into knowing that the more that you are able to be funded for, the more people you're going to be able to help. And you have to focus more on the people that need you as opposed to the people that will point the finger. And I don't care if that means you getting a promotion at work and someone saying like, oh, look at you, like moving up the chain, like who do you think you are? You know what? Whatever. You have a family to feed, you have a side business to run, you have your own needs that you need to keep to, you need to be able to rest and restore when you're not working. Whatever it may be, you want to remove the people and the opinions that are creating guilt, and you also want to explore the stories in the past that may have told you that money is wrong or money is shameful. But money is an energy, just like spirit is an energy, just like love is an energy. So who's to say that they have to be any different? We are all one. So therefore, money, love, success, power, friendship, romantic relationship, it's all one. It's all one good juju, all like coming together and stirring up. So make money your love, just as you would make your partner your love, just as you would make a delicious dish something you love. The money is the same thing. It is no different. The only thing that holds us back is our belief that it could be separate from us. So for this new moon ritual, I want you to get really freaking clear on your money goals, on your money desires. Write out a plan. Write out what kind of income you're looking for. Get really clear too. If you want to raise, don't just say I want to raise, because you may get a $5 raise. And then what? What does that really get you, right? I want a $5,000 raise in my current position. I am looking to obtain an extra $10,000 in side income. Okay, and I would like to, and I am looking to do this by this deadline. Here's the thing about deadlines. My friend Amanda Francis told me about this the other day. Hold to the deadlines. Have faith in setting a deadline to when your money expectations are. However, do not lose faith if it doesn't come by the exact deadline. This is where signs come into play. I was thinking a lot about this. It's true. What'll happen is sometimes we don't meet the deadline that we set for the universe, and then we lose all faith and we forget. But the universe sometimes works in a different speed because it doesn't understand time in the same way that we do here on this earth. And so what you were asking for may have been coming the next day, but because you gave up, you lost the whole thing. You lost that fluid. You lost that energy. So stay in the energy and the faith of it coming to fruition. The deadlines are just to help you kind of set a timeline and set milestones for what you're doing. And this is where I was thinking signs come into play. We always say, oh, I asked for a sign, and we start seeing signs. Let's say feathers are your signs. And you keep seeing feathers. That's great. But what do the feathers actually mean? The feathers are allowing you to know that that deadline that you have, it's still working, it's still in motion, it's still coming to fruition. Still hold on to it. Hold on to it even more. Be even more excited that it's coming, that you're on the brink, that you're getting closer. Okay? So do not set boundaries and deadlines, and then when they don't come to fruition, give the whole thing up. That means keep going. It means you are almost there. You are so freaking close. Do not give up. So for the new moon, get really clear on money expectations and even what it looks like. Is it coming into your PayPal account? Is it coming through direct deposit? What is it coming through in certain increments, right? Through different sources. What does this extra money look like? What does this money in your life do for you? And I want you to write that money story and get really clear on your money goals and write them all out. And then I want you to hold on to it, and we'll work on it further when we get into the lunar eclipse at the end of September. So that's your new moon. And then the other thing that's happening, dun dun dun, on September 17th, Mercury goes backwards. That's right. We're entering another retrograde season. Mercury is going retrograde in the sign of Libra. So this is going to hit our Libra signs the most. And this is going to bring in, retrogrades are not necessarily a bad thing if you've got your things together. If you have everything organized, everything ready, take more time for yourself. This is a time to be a little bit less social. Libras are typically our social sign, super charming, super just out there and wanting to interact. This is actually a time where you might want to hone back a little bit. Focus on your money goals. Focus on things in that area that'll serve you. Don't worry so much about everyone else during this retrograde, and worry more about yourself. Keeping your mental state sane. I talked about this last time. Developing spiritual practices. Developing safe habits. Right? Practice safe spiritual practices. And so that way you know that you can go meditate, or you can go exercise, or you can cook a really healthy meal that will help you kind of get into that mindful Zen zone when you're cooking. Okay, I want you to find rituals, throughout Mercury retrograde that will allow you to rise above the headiness and the opinions and the judgments from everyone outside of you, and allow you to be in the space of you. Allow yourself to be sane within your own right, and allow yourself to focus on the goals and the things that you're looking to manifest and take them further and take them higher. And other people may not understand it, but that's not for them to understand because it's your journey, it's your goals, it's your desires, right? And so that's really what I want the intent for retrograde to be. We'll get into it more in the next video, but as you start to prepare for it on September 17th, I want you to start to get into this motion of, yes, protecting myself, taking more time to go within, focusing less on what everyone else has to say and more on what makes sense and aligned for me. And just staying on top of things, staying organized if you're traveling, just making sure that everything is double checked, really ready to go, all that good stuff. And then on September 18th, we have a really groovy thing happening. Sagittarius is going direct again in Saturn. What happened was in the fall of 2012 to December of 2014, Saturn was positioned in Scorpio, which for a lot of Scorpios and us in general was creating a lot of hard edges, especially when it came to our spirituality, our family, our own beliefs. And we were tested a lot, especially my Scorpios. And then it went direct into Sagittarius in the new year. And then this summer, Scorpio decided to want one more run with Saturn. And so that was to test your spiritual strength, your stamina, to see what you had learned from the first transit in 2012 to 2014 into where you are now today. And so this is an opportunity to see that you're not the victim anymore, that you are so much stronger than you think. You have so many more resources and tools than you did before. And so while it may have been a hard journey, look at where you are right now. I mean, like, seriously, look around. Like, wow, right? Wow. So congratulate yourselves. You made it through the Saturn and Scorpio pairing. You are so much stronger for it. You're so much braver for it. You're so much wiser from it. You're so much more humble, more compassionate, more understanding. And that's a beautiful thing. And you're not the victim. And that is not your fate. And now as we move into Saturn being direct in Sagittarius for the next couple of years, it is giving us this sense of direction, of momentum in the sense of maturing things forward, not feeling so scattered, not feeling so all over the place, and looking more at what really matters in a heartfelt place. What is truly important to me? Material aside, all of that, what is it that I really want? And that may mean starting to take your love life more seriously. That may mean taking your job more seriously, your health, whatever it may be, and trying to streamline these goals forward. The Sagittarius is the archer, so we pull back that bow and arrow, and when we let it go, we can know that it's going to have a nice streamlined energy, a nice like fluidness to it to help guide your goals on. Okay, so that's what I've got for you this time around. New moon, partial solar eclipse happening on September 13th. It starts at midnight, 12:40 a.m. Eastern time. They officially kind of come together at 2:52 a.m. Eastern time. And then I want you to do your new moon ritual in the 12 hours that follow that. So you've got a short window, but you can do it. Just really take some time to sit down and really write down your money manifestation goals, get really clear, and hold the faith so freaking tightly. Do not give up. Do not beat yourself down. Be relentless about what it is that's yours. And you are not here to just get by. You are not here to be paycheck to paycheck. You are not here to struggle. You are not here to stress out over money. You are here to be comfortable. You are here to live a life where you inspire others, that you can be happy, and that you can be a reflection of love. And so ask that your money be a reflection of love. And it will be. It can be that simple. But we have to let it. Okay? And then Mercury Retrograde, September 17th. You guys got this. Just really, bring in those safe spiritual practices. Know your own self. Be really organized on top of things. Take more time for yourself if you need to. And don't worry so much about what everybody else has to say. And then as the Saturn moves into Sagittarius the following day, September 18th, you want to realize that you're going to get that nice little boost to streamline things forward. Really focus on a direction that you want things to go, and you will be carried. You will get that extra lift. Things won't be so heavy. So you guys got this. Let me know how it's going. Check me out Every Monday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Find me on Periscope. I do a daily broadcast where we go even deeper into what the planets have in store for us. Or book a one-on-one reading with me. I'm having a clearance sale right now. I'm posting the link below. And so you'll be able to book a one-on-one session with me and figure out what the planets actually mean in your chart, giving you your personal strengths, your cosmic challenges, and how you can move forward from there. I will see you at the end of the month for the lunar eclipse. I adore you all, and reach out to me. Let me know how things are going. Oh, and come to the Cosmic Astrology Club on Facebook. Lots of places for you to come find me and come hang. It's the coolest thing ever. So find me in the venue that feels the best for you, and I will see you there. Bye.